hold up. Cut the music. Man, just about an hour ago, we got some breaking news about Justin James Watt. Everybody thought he was going to Green Bay. I thought he was going to Green Bay. Everybody said, Buffalo might have a chance. They might have a chance to get him. Even Cleveland was in the mix for a little bit. Nobody saw Arizona? I mean, whoa! Like what happened there? I personally didn't think. I thought it was Green Bay all day long. I was like, hey, you going to Green Bay? But I mean, if you really think about it, he's teaming up with this guy named Chandler Jones, who has been second in the league in sacks ever since him and JJ have been in the league. Chandler Jones is sitting on 97 sacks, and JJ's at 101. JJ's never teamed up with anybody that even remotely has the skill set of a Chandler Jones. Now, they thought that Clowney was that person, but we come to find out, Clowney wasn't really a pass rusher. He was more of a defender. He was more of a run defender, and he was a good one, but no disrespect to Clowney or nothing, but the guy, this Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt teaming up on that defense, and the defense is already a top 10 defense. So that adding to that element, to me, is going to push them into the conversation of a pre-contender. Because I mean, you have to think it's going to be some other pieces to fall, right? I mean, what else can Arizona add? I think they can add some more physicality on their offensive line. Their offensive line is kind of like Murray. Murray needs to be protected, even though he's fleet of foot. He's a mobile quarterback, but at the end of the day, you still want to set them feet, turn them hips and let it rip, but like, I just want to put something out there right now, J.J. Watt is going to have 12 to 15 sacks next year. 12 to 15 sacks for J.J. Watt. And they will definitely make it to the divisional rounds of the playoffs. Book it. Because as we found out this year, that a really good defense and a well-coached defense is something that can always going to stop a good offense. If you got the well-coached defense and you got the players to execute the game plan, just ask Tampa Bay. Ask Tampa Bay ask Kansas City about how they went in there with the highest scoring offense in the NFL history and got shut down to 9 points, not even a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Just ask them. It's been plenty of times. Remember when the Patriots went to the Super Bowl back in the day against the Giants, undefeated? That front four got in Brady butt, all up in his mix. So, yeah, I say this. You was asking me earlier. Yeah, I think that Arizona, this significantly puts them in the conversation. Okay. Yeah, they're in the conversation, okay. and that's all you want to be, really. I mean, because in the NFL, it's all about that team that get hot in January. It's not, you can have your good regular seasons, but who's healthy at the end of the year, and that's the biggest concern. The biggest concern with JJ is really his health. I mean, what he's missed. Maybe 11 games one year, 13 games another year.
He missed a lot.
He's only had 2 complete seasons in the last 5 years, so he's not no spring chicken. But if you got somebody on the other side to take some of that load off, take some of them double teams off, things get a little bit easier, especially for people that's so talented like JJ. It's like he works extra hard. He works for those double teams. And even though that he's not going to get those double teams anymore, he's still going to work out as if he's getting those double teams. So therefore, when he's going against some Taylor Lewans of the world and the Kendall Lambs of the world, where is he? That was Bill O'Brien's boy, but that's another subject. Yeah. But like when he going against those guys and he getting one-on-one, boy, he licking his chops, man. And you got Jones on the other side taking some stuff. I can't wait to see them actually put him in a 5 technique and put him next to Jones. In that 5 technique, 5 technique is when they put him in, inside of the defensive end, like a D tackle almost. Okay. So, and a lot of people are not realizing who coaches that defense over there in Arizona. Vance Joseph. Vance Joseph is a Wade Phillips guy. When did J.J. Watt have his best years? Under Wade Phillips. When Wade Phillips was here, he loved the aggressiveness and the aggressive nature of that defense. No disrespect to Romeo Crennel, but Romeo Crennel, to me, I always thought his defense was outdated. Is that he never ever even he's like secondary. Like, what's that? I don't need secondary.
Yeah. JJ, that goes back to that. JJ's a homeboy. Yeah. He wanted that home feeling. Get back to Vance. Got D-Hop over there.
Yep.
Good old Arizona, nice weather. And that 2 years for $30 million. Hey, that don't sound too bad.
23 guaranteed.
Yeah.
Hey.
And just to be in contention to maybe win.
That's all he want.
Yeah,
that's all he want. Well, he couldn't even get that in Houston, though. He couldn't even get the maybe. Can I get a chance to maybe win? Oh man. So with that being said, it's a couple key things that's attached to that particular story of JJ going to Arizona. Mm-hmm. One is what a lot of people not talking about is Will Fuller. Yeah. Will Fuller is a free agent, ladies and gentlemen. And why would he go? Why would he even be taking calls from anybody else except for Arizona? He'd be like, y'all want me to come over here, hook back up with my boy D-Hop, where I had the most productive years? Yeah, and I'm yoked off these roids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm yoked off these roads now. They all up in me now. Y'all can't test me for them now because I done built up the antibodies.
Yeah. They made his hands better too.
Yeah. His hands grew. That's what happened. They say steroids make your head grow. Nah, they made his hands grow though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the second one is, I'm gonna have to go and call y'all out, man. And the only reason why I'm saying it because some of you guys in Man Up H-Town Sports Talk, y'all check us out as the best group on Facebook. But y'all make sure that some of these comments are just ridiculous. So somebody put out Kyler Murray for DeShaun Watson and a couple of picks in that. I said, well, you might well throw the plumber and the electrician in while you at it, man. Like, nah, do you really think that would happen? The reason why teams like Arizona is doing exactly what the Texans should have done when they had DeShaun Watson on his rookie deal. Is surround him with some veteran talent. You can overpay them players then when you got him on that rookie deal. You can overplay these veterans, bring them in, and you got a really window. I call it the Russell Wilson experiment. Like that, the Seattle put it out there. They put the whole game plan out there back in the day. They was like, you get you a good quarterback on a rookie deal. You surround them. You can pay money to all these dudes. They put the Legion of Boom together, and they won a Super Bowl. Almost won 2. That's what the Texans did, though. They gave DeShaun Watson Alfred Blue. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They gave this boy Alfred Blue, man. You know what I'm saying?
This boy goes down on the first lick all the time.
Well, over the weekend, the general manager for your Houston Texans, he started making some major moves. He cut Nick Johnson. I mean, what's his name? Nick Martin. He cut Nick Martin with his overpaid self. One of them STD guys from the Bill O'Brien era, smart, tough, dependable. And then you got who else they cut? Caliente. Cali, get out of here. And then they cut Duke Johnson. And I was like, okay, you know, they started to clear some house, right? And then drops the nugget. The Texans are retaining and wants to restructure David Johnson. What? Are we watching the same game? Because that dude, as long as I've ever watched running back, I would take Alpha Blue over David Johnson. Put it like that. Oh right now, today, I would take Alpha Blue over David Johnson. And Alpha Blue ain't played a down since he left the Texans about 2 years ago. Okay? That was Bill O'Brien boy. That boy blocked the punt. He blocked the punt once. At one time he blocked the punt, man. That boy bring that up every interview. So anyway, still talking about the Texans, you know, so DeShaun Watson over the weekend, you know, of course he met with David Culley. And David Culley, you know, out of respect for David Culley, I'm sure that's the only reason why he actually talked to anybody in that organization, because it's obvious that he's through with the organization. But out of respect for David Culley, I'm sure he, you know, actually listened to the man. I don't know what they expected. I don't even understand why is it that David Culley is the one that they had to reach out to him when it should have been Easterby, McNair, Caserio. Those three right there should have got him down, set him down, and be like, hey, this is our plan, this is what we plan to do, you know, and we're gonna lay it out for you. Yay or nay. But I don't even think at this point that you know, once that girl is fed up with you, it ain't nothing you can do. And you be trying to remind her all them good times. Remember that time when we was walking by that waterfall, and you know, I just looked into your eyes, baby. They be saying, hey, DeShaun, remember that time when the playoffs, when the offensive line almost got you killed, but you saved our butts anyway? Remember that time?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, exactly. DeShaun is gone, man. That's it, man. And, you know, it's time to trade him so they can get some commodity for him, man. I don't want to go, oh, my God, I do not want to go on draft night hoping that these guys can make a decision under pressure. I just, oh, my God, man, look. You might as well just go ahead and send me to the ER, man, because my heart rate gonna go way up, man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to take it. I you know what? I might not watch the draft if he hasn't been traded by draft night. I'm not watching the draft. I don't think I can do it. Because it's just too. It's so stressful thinking and hoping that this will be the first decision that they make that's actually right. Now, them cutting Nick Martin, that was the right decision, okay? Getting rid of Duke Johnson, right decision. Because that was just like, you know, this dead weight, you know, they get rid of him, man. You know, you ain't got to pay him no more. Don't pay him. But we don't know what Caserio, we don't know what he's going to do. We don't have a track record on this guy. We don't know. You know, that Calvin there came out when they hired when they hired Caserio, I'll say first thing he said was, we're not Patriots South. But then you go hire the dude from the Patriots. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what are we supposed to believe here? I got a group of people that we're gonna trust, and we're gonna take their decision, and we're gonna run with it. But then you don't use them. So it's like, why do we think as a fan of that team that this is going to be the first time that they make a right decision, and if they ain't done it by draft night, it's going to be under pressure. It's the clock is going to be ticking.
Yeah, the only hope I have of trading DeShaun and getting some value is that John McClain came out and finally said that
he put him on blast.
It's time to trade DeShaun. Yeah. So if he's doing his work as the leaker of what's going on, then they might be ready. I
got a little conspiracy theory on that though. I think Caserio might have put that out there just to be like, put some pressure on Cal and Easter Bunny. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know that the Easter Bunny is making these decisions over here now. Okay, Cal, you can go sit down in your office with no furniture, sit Indian style and go play your video games. Okay, and he wants Easter Bunny to run the program. He's one of those. He even said he's an introvert. He don't want to be out there in the limelight. If he could, see, his problem is he got the right idea. He just hired the wrong person to do it. If he wants to be an owner who just signs checks. He's like, hey, here's the check. Go get me some good players. He don't want to be a part of none of that. He wants you to just, hey, I want these people. He wants to hire people that actually know what they're doing. But this guy Easter Bunny, he's had him under a spell, man. Like, came around right after his dad died. You got the saying all these double entendres and they start sweet talking them. Like, as you walk into the light must come to you. Huh? Sounds good to me, it sounds good to me. Oh, Easter Bunny, man. Like, hey, man, I never seen a guy that don't have nothing on his resume become the most powerful man in the Eastern Texas organization. But hey, everything you can't knock the next man's hustle. If that's what your hustle is, that's your hustle. Easter Bunny, I salute you for destroying my organization. Salute. So Tiger Woods, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. He was in a terrible accident the other day. I think he just got out of his third surgery over the weekend for multiple injuries that he suffered. And I just, we just lost Kobe last year. And it would have been a shame. And, we really don't know how close we came to losing another iconic black man on this, that has used sports to, create a platform that he's really reached out and reached out to a bunch of people. And I mean, just me personally, I didn't watch a lick of golf before I found out about Tiger Woods. I mean, my dad used to kind of watch it, and he, when it came on the TV, it was just time for me to leave the room when golf came on. But then it got to a point where, somewhere in the mid-'90s, it's like, my dad's like, hey, you should check out this Tiger Woods guy. He's pretty good, a black guy playing golf. And I was like, well, okay, I'll check him out. And honestly, that's why I love golf today, is because of Tiger Woods. And I'm pretty sure, and you could see the impact that he had on the golf community. They all wore red and black on Sunday to pay homage to him, and he had tweeted out saying, he's like, he never really knew, you never know the love of people, how people really feel about you until, they might lose you. And, man, he got love from the golf community over the weekend, man. And I mean, honestly, I don't care if he ever plays golf again. I just want him to just be okay, be there for your kids, be there for your family, don't worry about coming back to golf, man. Honestly, I feel like he's one of the best ever, if not the best ever. I mean, that's up for debate. But Tiger Woods, the fact that he has impacted so many and changed the culture of golf alone. Like people like Fuzzy Zeller after the Masters, where he's talking about getting getting fried chicken and collard greens, and he mad because this young black kid is kicking his butt, and he don't understand why. But it was okay back then for him to say all those things, But here we are in 2021, and you have a bunch of little tigerettes running around now. I call them, because when Tiger came in the game, you had all these fat white guys. I mean, let's be real. You had all these fat, out of shape, sloppy white guys coming in, and they out of shape. Tiger turned golf into a sport where these guys, if you check out golfers now, these guys are yoked. I mean, they are in shape. They are physically fit. You can tell, hey, you're an athlete, okay? But he changed that because when he was coming in, ripping off 280-yard drives straight down the fairway, right down the middle, and they like, why? How can this man do that? Because he's way stronger than y'all. He changed that. He changed the workout regimen for golfers to like he revolutionized the sport. So if you ask me, I think he's done everything for golf that he can do. Him coming back, I mean, it'll be nice to see him back out on the court. But I'm like, hey, maybe you transfer to the senior circuit or something. You know, he's getting up there in age, you know. He probably dominate the senior circuit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but man, like, I mean, just along him, it's like, okay, I was talking to my wife earlier, and I was like, this is how you know the impact of a certain player or a certain athlete is when that Tiger Woods news broke, I was watching TV, and they cut to it. They cut off the regular program that I was watching and cut to Tiger Woods and showing the area coverage of that, you know. And every channel I turned on from that point on had that on there. Dude is worldly, you know. Like he's not just a golfer; he's an icon, and he's something that, like, you know, when he's long gone from this earth, people will always be talking about like how Tiger Woods changed the game of golf. So and done so much more outside of golf that people just don't realize, like all these startup golf programs all around the country and stuff like that. He's the one that started all that. He started all these things. So my tribute to Tiger is, man, hey, get back healthy, bro. Don't even worry about golf, man. You did enough, man. You did way more than what the game has done for you. Put it like that. Out. Hey, down the middle, with AC Martell, I'd like to thank the Coalition group, nonprofit organization, for letting me come out and helping them do their water drive with them and getting a little water humping in and doing some things. They was giving away a free face mask, water, and a sanitizer, even shampoo for the old people. Anything we can do for the community, we do. So, I mean, Coalition is on Facebook. You can find them. They take monetary donations. Coalition actually stands for consciously overachieving, living in truth, improving our nation. And they do good things in the community. They, like I said, they are a nonprofit, but they always need your help. And I just appreciate them letting me come out and joining their drive and actually, giving back to the community. It was a really good time, and we really gave back, and we served over 200 cars. Kick rocks! Hey, my first Kick Rocks, my first person or people, organization, whatever you want to call it, on Kick Rocks is the Metropolitan Correction Center in Chicago, Illinois. Better known as the people who gave Robert Sylvester Kelly the COVID vaccination shot when you got people out here that hasn't had any, but he got 2 of them and he good now. Because R. Kelly's important to being alive. You know, if anything, they should have did the trial versions on him, and if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, Kick Rocks, right? So R. Kelly, correctional facility in Chicago, Kick Rocks. Next is that team in Washington, the Washington football team, formerly known as the. Not gonna say that, y'all. That's a bad name. Don't ever say that. They decided that they didn't like Alex Smith being around the building. And even last year, after he came back from like almost dying in your uniform because of a hit, ironically, that Justin James Watt put on it and broke his leg. So, that it was Kareem Jackson and Justin, and it was they sandwiched him. But they treated this man like crap when he came back. Like y'all could have been. Sometimes you got to be selfless, and yeah, he might not be a good football player anymore, but I mean, you had to pay him still, so you might as well just keep him around the building. Alex Smith was a good person, man. You know, like, and I'm pretty sure he's a good teacher. Just think about this, man. He was on his way. He was on a Super Bowl almost a team in the middle of a Super Bowl run. You get pulled. Healthy. You're healthy. He gets pulled for Kaepernick. They go to the Super Bowl. They lose the Super Bowl. Then you go to the Chiefs. You go to the Chiefs, and then they draft Mahomes right under you. You're like, hey, here's the Mahomes. Hey, train him for a year, and we'll see you later. Then you go to Washington, and he was actually doing good that year in Washington when we played them. And, you know, then you get your legs shattered. So, and then in Washington just acts like that was just bad. I mean, you know, treating the man like crap, you know. So to that Washington football team, kick rocks. And the last but not least, man, that group of squirrels in my backyard that keep driving my dog crazy. Okay? Hey, y'all digging up my yard. Y'all tripping. Y'all running up and down. My dog going crazy. He trying to climb trees, man. Hey, group of squirrels. Chip and Dale. Y'all need to kick rocks, man. Hey, this is AC Martell. Remember to go to Facebook, like the page. Remember to subscribe to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Hit the notification button. Do everything, you know, and then hit us on Spotify or all major places you can find, you know, podcasts. I'm AC Martell. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Down the Middle with AC Martell. For more original sports content, remember, go like and subscribe our Facebook and YouTube pages, okay? And remember, I am not a broadcaster. I am not a journalist. I'm just a fan with a mic.